Today we're at Piute Mountain School, home of the Wranglers, and we're here to Here we are once again at Piute Mountain School, and we've got 6th, 7th, and 8th graders working together today, and we're going to do a little bit of order of operations. How many of you guys remember the order of operations? 6th graders do, 8th graders do, 7th grade, good. We've got somebody represented from every grade. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. All right. So, what do you remember about order of operations?
PEMDAS?
PEMDAS, right? P-E-M-D-A-S. And what does that stand for?
Parentheses, equation.
Exponents. There you go.
Parentheses, exponents.
And you can have somebody help you too.
Guys here.
Multiplication, division, addition.
Right, multiply, divide, they go together, and then add and subtract, they go together, right? Okay. So you guys are all familiar with the order of operations, okay? So here's what I want you to do, okay? On your paper, you have to have the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Put a little bit of space between them, all right? And you can either add, subtract, multiply, divide, or use other mathematical operation symbols. What other ones could there be?
You can use your parentheses
You can use parentheses.
and exponents.
You can use exponents as long as one of the exponents is a 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, so if I did
4 to the power.
3 to the second, that would use my 2 and 3. So you have to use a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. That make sense to you guys?
Can they not repeat?
No.
Okay.
You can only use a 1, 2, 3, and 4, each number once, but you must have the outcome equal to a 6, a 7, or an 8, since you're in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It doesn't matter, like if you're in 8th grade, you don't have to get it to equal 8, as long as you get a 6, a 7, or an 8 in your sequence. And you can rearrange them. That doesn't have to go in order 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do 3, 4, 1, 2, whatever you want to do. All right? You guys ready? It's a race. Go! But in order so that you get a 6, a 7, or an 8. So let's see what you got. So I need to see what it equals at the end. Okay, what's 1 plus 2?
That's a minus.
Oh, okay. So that's a minus?
So this would equal 1, this would equal 7. Add them together. That would
Well,
equal
what's 1 minus 2?
Yeah, 1.
Well, 1 minus 2 is negative 1. So how could we get that to be 1? Okay, so you've got 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. So that one works for 8. All right? What did you come up with? Okay, where's your 2? You need to use a 1, 2, 3, and a 4. In every single one of the equations, you must have all 4 numbers. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. So you've got an 8.
Yeah.
See if you can get 6 or 7.
Okay. Let's try one.
Did you get 8 a different way?
I don't know. I don't know how we got it.
So 7 plus 2 is 9, minus 1 is 8. So that works, right? See, you can get the same answer, but you may get it a different way.
Got it. I got 7.
You got 7? How'd you get 7?
By turning this, I just switched that because now it's a -1 plus the 7. I mean, not 7. Yeah, I mean, that
Well,
would
you can
equal
get a
6.
different answer.
That would equal 6.
There you go. Negative 1 plus 7 is going to be equal to 6. You got one? What'd you get? All right, so read to me what you're doing here.
4 times 3 times 1 divided by 2.
Okay, so you're doing all multiply and divide. So we've got 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6. There you go. Nicely done. No add and subtract, just multiply, divide. So there's 6. So now see if you can get a 7 or an 8. You think you got a 6? So read it off to me and tell me what you've got.
4 plus 3 minus 3 plus 1.
Okay, so what's 4 plus 3?
7.
7 minus 2?
6. Or wait, no, 5.
5, right? 5 plus 1, 6. Good, so you got the 6, right? You got the 8, so what do you need to get?
There, 7.
So see if you can get the 7. You got 6?
I got 8.
You got 8?
4 plus 3 plus 2 minus 1.
There you go. 9 minus 1 is 8. Good. Let's work on 6 and 7. And you said you got 6? All right, so read off what you got.
2 times 4 minus 3 plus 1.
Right, so 8 minus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. There you go. All right, we're looking for a 6, 7, and 8. Now, a lot of you guys have gotten 2 of the 3, but we're still waiting to see if anybody can get a 6, a 7, and an 8. You got 8? What'd you do?
I did parentheses 3 plus 1 times 4 minus 2, and parentheses got 8, which is 4 times 2 is 8.
There you go. Nice use of the parentheses. You got 3 of the 4. Add, subtract, and multiply in there. Nicely done. So you got the 8. Now what do you need to do? Need to get a 6 or a 7 now. How many of you gotten other numbers besides 6, 7, and 8? Yeah, you've gotten 2, right? There's a lot of ways. I mean, you can get a lot of different numbers, right? But you've got to see if you can do it when you can only get 6, 7, or 8. And that, just a little refresher on the order of operations. The kids knew it in Piute Mountain School, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide, add and subtract. You can see we got a lot of different ways to get 6, 7, and 8. Much thanks to all of the kids at Piute Mountain School.